Hello and welcome to Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I am Elvis, your host, and I'm here to let you know that this is a not safe for work podcast. We are teachers at the end of the week and really the end of our ropes, and we'd like to be able to talk honestly and openly about education without having to worry about losing our jobs. So we'll be using pseudonyms throughout the podcast, hence the Elvis. I'd like to let you know that we also have a Patreon. That's right, we have a Patreon. For as little as $5 a month, you can sign up and get access to over 100 exclusive pieces of audio content. And you also get to hear your name read at the beginning of the podcast, like these beautiful people: M. Lozier, Justin M., Jessica C., Inga, Kaylee, Terry J., Tracy B., Miss Wonderstats, Quentin P., Mistress Mischief, Natasha S., Miss Anthropy, Princess Buttercup, Dragon Lady, Helena C., Aaron B., Stephanie S., Texas Teacher Kristen, James and Allie J., Samantha D., Lisa C., Rachel, Jen Genie, Exhausted Band Director, Jessica A., Swiffle Ev Owners, Amanda F., Ariana L., Physics Runner, Michael M., Aldrich T., La Scorpionita, Britt M., Teresa H., Biker Teach, Christina B., Jason F., Sarah B., Regina N., Josie S., Sam B., Mary E., Kristen W., Vanessa J., Mary C., RJ R., Johanna H., Irma A., Nimi, and Sarah N. Thank you so much. Also, we have our supporters at Ludlam Dramatics. That's right. If you are a theater teacher or no one in your building, send them to ludlamdramatics.com. That's right, Ludlam Dramatics. They have all kinds of resources for the theater teacher. You should go over there and get all kinds of great stuff for your walls or whatever you need. All right, folks, teachers, it's springtime. We're dropping left and right like flies, either from burnout or from disease or from just, not wanting to be in a fucking school anymore. So take care of yourselves. Enjoy this podcast. Take care of yourselves. And if you want to help us out or support us and you don't want to do it financially, find one or two teachers in your building and just spread the word about this little podcast. Tell them about it. All right, enjoy episode number 219. Sweet Jesus, we've done a lot of these. All right, cheers. Good job. Well, welcome to the Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I am Elvis, your host, and with me today I have Count Chocolate.
Hey, the chocolate's going recording for duty. Elvis, don't die.
I'm trying not to, man. I'm trying. And then also with us today we have Mrs. O'Hare.
Hey, Elvis. Hey, folks.
Well, folks, today we are gathered together eating crackers and ribs and burn ends and some mac and cheese and all the good stuff and crackers. We got our champagne, and we started an experiment where in our last episode we began by putting our gummy bears in our champagne as we drink and refill, and turns out they suck up some of it. And so now we're trying to see how much one will suck. We'll report at the end of this episode how our gummy bears and champagne are doing. But we are going to start with an article. Bunny, do you want any more?
I'm good.
Okay. Today's article is about one of those special people in American culture. I have heard about this woman from a lot of my friends. They make me very aware of her. And so I've become aware for her. And is it Dolezal or Dolezal, or how do you say?
I think it's Dolezal.
Okay, we're going to go with Rachel Dolezal. So this article is from the New York Post, which is a bit of a dumpster fire of a publication, but we're going to roll with it this time. And the article is titled, "Race Faker Rachel Dolezal Breaks Silence After Being Fired from Teaching Job Over Her OnlyFans Account. Keep on Living." Notorious race faker and former NAACP chapter president Rachel Dolezal broke her silence on social media after losing her teaching job due to her OnlyFans account. The 46-year-old shared a smiling selfie on her Instagram Friday saying, "Keep on living. People have asked me how they can support. Show some love with an order from my art website," she said, with a link to her website, which I'm not going to tell you guys online. I'm not going to promote this woman anyway.
Thank you.
But Dolezal, who's 46, which really has nothing to do with any of this, was canned by her Arizona elementary school on Tuesday after the district learned about her account with the Racy subscription service, where she was reportedly selling risque content for $9.99 a month. News Tucson let the news of her being let go from Sunrise Drive Elementary School in the Catalina foothills, where she had worked as an after-school instructor since August, allegedly earning $19 an hour. Oh, so she wasn't teaching. She was an after-school helper who got fired for OnlyFans. Okay, this woman is trash. Count. Why is this woman trash? Tell Bunny why this woman is trash. Bunny's very well aware, too, but tell us why this woman is trash.
All right, America. So, a few years ago, she was outed for, she was running an NAACP chapter, and she was broadcasting and telling people that she was African American. And when it turns out she was not African American, she just really wanted to be and identify as an African American. To the point where she lied on applications, she lied on her resume, and claimed, you check all the boxes of being African American and being black. So, okay, we got past that. There was a week or two of memes, and man, they were funny.
Yes.
She was ostracized. She was
deservedly so.
And so and all that went down. Here's my point here. If you happen to assume another identity, which is what she did, and you assume another identity, and with that identity, you happen to start a career in education, there are three things that we know will get you fired in education. 1, stealing money. 2, inappropriate relationship with some student. And 3, putting your business out on the internet that reflects poorly upon your district or school district or your county or any of those things. Why are you going to go start an OnlyFans when you're working with the children? Even if you are a part of an after-school program. You cannot do it. Like, it's not in your contract, but you cannot be out there. You can't show all your business for $9.99 a month and still work with the babies. You cannot do that. It reflects poorly on the profession. And so many teachers, we see it. They thought they were, like, she showed her whole face. We know who you are. I'm so done with this woman.
So I'm over the woman. The woman is stupid. The woman is trash. And after her NAACP, because she just really wanted to be. My God. Anyway, I don't hate on people who might do sex work in any form, whether it's OnlyFans, whether it's whatever. But the thing is, there's ways to separate it or try to keep it different. Some of these websites, I have never run my own OnlyFans, but I happen to know that you can choose like, hey, don't show my contact in this state or my content in this state. You can literally block it by geographic location. So if, say, I teach in Texas, I would not make my stuff available in Texas. If I got family in Florida who are all perverts, I'm not going to have my OnlyFans available in Florida. Yes, those are 2 states that aren't there, but do I really need that $9.99 that badly? Well, clearly I do, but I just be smart, people. You can drink and be a teacher. Don't do it at school. You can have an OnlyFans. Don't advertise it around your area. What was the thing? They had a local one recently where a mom was getting in trouble because she dropped her kid off at Carline and she had her OnlyFans website address on the back window. But come on, don't shit where you eat, people. That's really the basic rules of how to function as an adult. That's not a teacher thing. Bunny, how do you handle it?
Okay, let's talk about the way that was worded. Just listening to this and hearing this whole story drop, I couldn't help think of that sound bite from that news story a few years ago. I think it was in Florida, the hide your kids, hide your wife guy. Mm-hmm. At one point in that interview, the guy goes, in addressing the would-be rapist, says, "You are so dumb."
For real.
And that is just what keeps playing in my head at this moment. You are so dumb.
Yes.
Really dumb. For real.
But, what are we expecting? The woman said she felt it was okay to claim she was a person of color and even apply for scholarships, money, and funding and run a chapter because she just really wanted to be. There's concerts I really want to get into. I don't have tickets. I can't get in. That's just the way it is. It sucks. There's restaurants I want to go eat at. I just can't. I don't have the money. They're not going to just let me in because I really, really want to. I got kids who don't want to fail even though they're not turning in their work because they just really don't want to do it. Well, kid, Them's the breaks. And so this is more spilling tea on someone because she's just an idiot overall. But I don't know. After the Ron DeSantis one last episode, I'm okay rubbing shit on people's faces right now. Maybe it's healthy. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and pull up article number 2. So this is from the Reddit. So it was posted by user girl_class. And she said, fucked up today and told a class, give me a reason to come back after spring break. This is by far my worst class and has been for 7 months. Today was a new low. I said, you clearly don't want me as your teacher, so give me a reason to come back after spring break. They didn't even really take it that seriously. I'm just at a loss with this new district curriculum and managing really bad rampant behavior problems the first year. I'm feeling down and out. I got you. I feel it. And you've told the kids in a pretty inoffensive way, why should I stay? I don't think you should feel that bad. I mean, the situation clearly sucks. Feel bad about that. You don't deserve it, but those feelings are valid right there. And I think your reaction's valid. Like, why should I come back if you guys don't care? I've had classes like that. Like, what do you guys want from me here? There comes a point, I have it with middle schoolers. They're the ones who give me that, where I'm just like, really, why? Why? If everything is dumb, even the things you tell me you want to do, why should I even try? I'm just going to give you worksheets. No, we like it. Well, why? Why should I try? Count? Why? I feel this woman's valid. I get it. I've been there. I've said things pretty close to it to kids.
I don't know if you're allowed to just verbalize that to the kids. Because my kids are not going to give you a reason. If it's her worst class, they're not going to give you a reason to return them after break.
Because they don't give a shit.
They don't.
They don't.
They're at that age where they come to school because they have to come to school. And they're not necessarily 100% involved in the education that they are receiving. And the likelihood that their education is free means there's very little skin in the game. So there's not going to be investment or buy-in by some of the kids. Unfortunately, one of those mess around and find out type situations, ask for a student to give you a reason.
They will.
They might.
And you might not like what you hear.
And you might not give a reason, which means maybe you shouldn't come back. If you're asking, I think you, at that moment, on that day, you are feeling pretty low and defeated. And you need that break to recharge.
Mm-hmm.
That recharge is not enough. We got to start pushing some resumes elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's very much a peace be with you when you bring it up, because they might answer like, why should I come back? You can get pants that fit if you don't got my thanks. Appreciate that, asshole. Kids are mean. Buddy, have you been in this position?
Oh, please. Where I'm looking at a class full of knuckleheads going, why am I here? Why? And then I remember, oh yeah, I like having running water and electricity. So I have at times had to take the approach of just kind of mentally clocking out and just doing what is required of me to get by, and looking at them and going, I get paid whether you pass this class or not. So if you want to, as Count said, mess around and find out, your grade can reflect that. I can't make you do anything.
There's a lot of that going around, though. We hear daily exoduses of teachers leaving and fleeing, where it's like, you know what, this was too much. I just can't. And I feel it. I have the sympathy, because there are districts that work with it. There are good admin out there who can. But there's a lot of people, when you don't fund that boat and there's a better paycheck somewhere else, you got to follow the money if you don't love it anymore. Because at what point is it kind of hurting you? Take care of yourselves, guys. But you are allowed to take mental health breaks. And sometimes those kids messy, you need a day. They might say something, or something might happen. How many teachers I know that have been assaulted one way or another in their classroom this year? And like, you've earned a day or two.
Yep.
Don't let them feel guilty. Use your days, use your stuff, value yourself. Because clearly those kids do not count. Speak something, say something amazing.
Here's what I can say. Don't ask the kids for a reason. Just don't do it. Look deep within your soul and decide if you need to return after that break.
there was a really good lawyer I knew, and he always said, don't ask a question you don't want to hear the answer to. Mm-hmm. And it's like if you ask a kid, do I look dumb to you? Do you really want to hear what that kid says? Because there are kids that are going to say it, and it's not going to be something you like. It's going to piss you off even more. And I got to say, if the kid's an asshole, they're going to take that if they're smart.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Walk right through that open door.
Yeah. I try not to leave those anymore. My best thing is if they get me that frustrated, I kind of clock out. I'm like, okay, you guys got 10 minutes. What are we doing? Finish your work. We got 10 minutes. Well, are we going to do that? No, just finish this and do whatever. We're going to run the clock out because I'm not fighting this anymore. And there's nothing wrong with running the clock. Sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
I mean, they tell you in AA, take it day by day. Sometimes in class, it's period by period.
Absolutely.
It's like, I just need to get through the next 10 minutes. If I need to do Wordle, if I need to just open an email, if I need to just stare at the corner of a room and hope a kid doesn't say anything, I'll do it. But, you know, the beauty of us as teachers is we can put on music if we want to.
Yes, we can.
You can. There's all kinds of things you can do. Like, I wouldn't tell you to put, like, AirPods in and ignore the kids. But if you got a speaker, put on some music and just sit in your desk.
Vibe for a minute.
Yeah, just do what you can, because sometimes that's all you can do. Anyway, hey guys, guess what?
What's up?
What's up?
We have raspberry frambuesas.
Okay.
Sounds delicious.
They look delicious.
Are they edible?
They are. They're raspberry pillow cookies. It says 10 count, but I think Bunny might have had a couple.
You know, I checked one on the way here to make sure they were good.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
it's
excited.
Quality control, you're welcome.
Nutritional integrity has been checked.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to eat one of these raspberry pillow cookies.
Schnozberries.
The raspberries. Those are raspberries. Hey guys, we have a Patreon, and for only $5 you can sign up. We have like 219 episodes that are out on the full feed. There's another 110 some odd pieces of audio content on the Patreon. There's 5 years worth of stuff in there. Go through, listen, have a time. It's awesome. It's amazing. You're amazing. I'm so glad you're listening. We love you. Anyway, sign up and do it now. All right, my friends.
I'm
Today
excited for this.
on Would You Rather get plastic surgery to look like Marilyn Manson,
Okay.
or you're a meter maid, but you're also a reindeer? These seem very unrelated. But so, Bunny, would you rather get plastic surgery to look like Marilyn Manson? So is that like the eye contacts and the bleaching and
See, Marilyn,
the no nipples? I think.
yeah,
I
didn't
think
Marilyn
it's-
Manson remove? Wasn't that a rumor?
He removed a rib.
Remove ribs, and everyone said it was to be able to
Elate himself.
Yeah, so he could fillet himself.
Yes.
I met Marilyn Manson once when I was 21. He was touring through Houston. I didn't know because I wasn't a huge Marilyn Manson fan. Like, you couldn't ignore him. He was everywhere on MTV and all that stuff at that point. And I went to a little goth club called Numbers in Houston. And there, it kind of has like a dance floor, and there wasn't really much. It was like a Thursday night or something. There wasn't much. There was like 3 girls with like the electrical tape on their nipples and a few other people there. And I sat down next to this really tall, freaky guy, and he had like a contact out. And I saw my buddy was like, this dumbass paid a lot of money to look like Marilyn Manson. And I hear the guy's like, oh, yeah, call me Brian. And then it was like, no, that is Marilyn Manson. He went to like this one half-ass goth club in Houston during the tour while he was there. I was like, oh, you're kind of a dumbass. But that was my view. I was like, this guy's kind of sad. But
That's hysterical.
But so I can either get plastic surgery to look like Marilyn Manson, or you're a meter maid, but you're also a reindeer. Would you be an efficient meter maid? Like, would you have some kind of tactile, or are you just like hoof printing a piece of paper and like this?
Probably
is like,
cracking some shields.
I am like 600% reindeer. I'm not
just
gonna lie.
imagine the meter maid.
No.
Is it like when a toddler brings you like an empty class? Is like, here. Is that like when the reindeer gives you a meter maid? Would you take it seriously, or is this like a legit
I
Like
will stab
reindeer PD.
I will stab you with my horns and my antlers if you don't take me seriously. That power. Yes.
Always a reindeer?
Yeah, this is you. You're a meter maid, but also a reindeer.
Also, this sounds like the beginning of like a
Children's story?
like I was gonna go with like a Will Ferrell comedy or something, like a holiday movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob Schneider is a reindeer, but he's also a meter maid.
Yeah, something like that.
He's gonna learn about
I could see Rob Schneider doing that. I don't want surgery, though, for...
I don't want to look like Marilyn Manson. I don't.
Yeah,
like,
I guess I'm about to be a meter maid.
I know how much people like. What city are you a meter maid? Because some of those Northeast cities, if you're a reindeer, they're gonna fuck with you as a meter maid. Your little cart going up and down. And I don't know if it'd be better to look like Marilyn Manson. Because, like, did you see that robot the Canadians made to go, like, across America or whatever? And then, like, in Philadelphia, they just beat it up and destroyed it. It's like, it did fine until it got to Philly.
The city of brotherly love.
Yeah. And so I kind of imagine being like, I'm an awesome reindeer. Here's a ticket. What'd you do to my car? But no, I just...
And then you just run.
Am I a flying reindeer? Because that'd be dope.
Well,
but there are a lot of people who, like, their whole... I follow like 3 Instagram accounts on otters and sea turtles that are just amazing. They make me happy. I imagine if you're a meter maid, like a reindeer going around in a cute little outfit and stamping your paws, there's going to be people supporting you there.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely monetize that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the winner.
Yeah.
Count, you're going to be as a reindeer? I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be in high demand during the holiday season. I'd make some extra side money for guest appearances, but
Oh yeah, the side hustles would be amazing.
I can't. Yeah, 100%. I don't know which rank. Dasher. Yeah, I'm going for Dasher.
There you go.
Because if I'm putting tickets on cars, I better be quick.
Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those asshole reindeers. I'm going to be one of the good ones.
I'm not going to be Prancer.
I'm going to be the one who's like,
jerk.
yeah, that's Bruce. He didn't go out on that run. He wasn't feeling well. He would have been there, man. I'm sorry, Rudolph. If he had known. But he wasn't feeling well. Bruce stayed home that day.
Blitzen was there, but you know.
He's kind of a dick. Follows the crowd. All right. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I'd like to thank my host who joined me today. Big thank you to Count Chocolate.
You know what? I love you so much. Thank you all for tuning in.
And a big thank you to Miss Buddy O'Hare.
Thank you for having me back. It was a pleasure as always.
It was a pleasure as always. All right, my friends. Everyone out there, take care of your mental health. Make sure you're putting yourself and your family first. Don't let this job take you down. All right, everyone. Deep drinks, deep breaths. Cheers! You're going to have some fat-ass gummy bears.
All right, folks, thanks for joining us for another episode of Teacher Needs a Drink podcast. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and if you want to hear more, sign up for the Patreon. We got over 110 independently amazing episodes, lost episodes, bonus clips, B-sides, interviews with the host. There's all kinds of stuff on there, so sign up for as little as $5 a month. You can hear all the extra things. Sign up and do it now. Do it now, do it now, do it now. All right, I'm going to bed because I'm tired. It's getting close to spring break. I gotta travel this weekend. It's just nuts. I've been doing all the things. I love you guys, and I love my host. I love everybody. Cheers.